No, I'll open the
Hi.
newspaper again. Actually, I will.
What do you want?
Newspaper.
Would you like to read my newspaper?
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Okay, now I can loot his stuff, can I?
Bah! Look at this. Damn bleeding heart liberals. Tcha! Save the dolphins. Catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish. Nah, that's more like it. Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no? Ah, what's this? Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend. Bucephalus reborn, mon ami. Like a streak of lightning she is. Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that nag.
What about your toolbox?
Stuff it. Help yourself.
Okay. Can I get the newspaper back? Oh, that was a racing tip. I thought that was like an address or something I needed to remember. Clearly not. I can't pick it up. Oh well. I'm gonna loot your stuff.
I'd found just what I wanted. A tool for lifting manhole covers.
Hello, music. I'm excited too. What am I doing? What have I... Oh, it's a phone. Ah, I see.
Hello, Nico Coulard.
Hello? It's George.
Oh, hi.
Well, I haven't had a lot of luck.
You found nothing.
No.
Look, I'm very busy right now. Call me if you have any news, okay?
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Adieu, monsieur.
See you.
What do you mean? We know it went into the sewers. And I know I said I was going to look after that, but... That's not what I meant to do. Manholes, by the way.
I lifted the cover to reveal what smelt like the entrance to a sewer.
Manholes are round, so that no matter which way you pull them, if you push down one end, it won't fall down. It'll just be it'll just kind of the right size, just kind of catch itself. That's what you get for working for 6 months in the water industry. And we'd go down. Ooh, a thing! It looks like a red nose.
As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn.
It's a nose.
It was the clown's red nose.
Nobody knows the trouble I've seen. Random things in my head. Come
I
out.
scooped up the sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers.
Ew. Ew.
It was the soggy tissue I'd found in the sewers.
Wiping off the face paint. Ah.
I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike.
Found.
It was the scrap of material I'd found in the sewer.
Guess that was his clothing. Okay. Where do we come out?
Hi there. Hold it right there, you sewer rat. I knew you'd come back. And now I've got you.
What are you talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there, immediately.
That's what I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
Ha! You won't catch me with tricks like that. Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay, okay.
Now, what were you looking for?
You're gonna have to. I don't know who that is. I don't know what that means. What, spies? Spies!
Terrorists. The meanest, nastiest, dirtiest bunch of guys you ever saw.
Uh-huh. Englishmen without a doubt. The filthy dogs. The day
Watch
they opened
it.
that tunnel was a bad day for France. I tell
Oh.
you, if I still had the full use of my faculties, I'd march right over there and tell them so.
Well, whoever they are, they blew up the cafe.
What? The cafe? Blown up? Mon Dieu. That is awful.
The guy who did it was a calculating, cold-blooded killer. He was disguised as a clown. I followed him into the sewer, and I think he came this way.
Ah, mon Dieu. Then, the man I chased, do you think that man and the clown are one and the same?
Dun dun dun!
Yes, it had crossed my mind.
Yes.
Ah, that still does not explain what you are doing down the sewer. For all I know, you are in league with him.
Oh no, I'm just a tourist.
Haha, most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my waste pipes were such an attraction.
Right. Well, yes. Touche. I'm rather annoyed that it's like, oh, what was I looking for? I was looking for a phone. I was looking for a clown or terrorists. I wonder what the different reactions would have been. Ask about the clown.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
What is there to tell? He was a typical criminal type, just like you.
The waitress?
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
Oh, she isn't hurt, is she?
No, she's fine.
Oh, thank heavens. A poor girl like her isn't safe with the likes of you roaming the streets.
Can't you understand? I'm not a gangster. I'm an American tourist.
Ah, that's what you say.
The old man.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Who is he?
The man who was killed in the cafe. I'm gonna find the guy responsible. I'll find him. Even if it means following him down every sewer in every city in Europe.
Bravo! You'll need some sensible boots. You won't get far in those stupid sneakers.
And the case.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
I didn't notice. Now are you going to leave? Or do I have to call the police?
Oh, for that.
Perhaps you'd like to take a look at my card?
What is this? Inspector Augustin Rousseau? What does that say? Hominoid Division?
A homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
What?
Then you are not a tourist.
Yeah, you lied.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you. And I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur. You know, I had a feeling there was something different about you. It is your posture, your poise. Oh, yes. There is no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man. And I should know. I was in the army, you know. When I was your age, I was fighting for my life in the African desert. How can I help you, Inspector?
We're pretending to be this fellow. I don't like it. It's gonna come back and bite us, isn't it? Let's ask about the clown.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
He was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me in an armlock. His face suddenly next to mine. His grip was like iron. But he did not know what he was up against. Oh no. He made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, I get the picture.
The old man, Plantard.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, so some of these are just going to be repeats, aren't they?
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
You can't suspect her, surely.
Just answer the question, please.
Yes, I know her. Quite well, you could say. She came to work at the cafe 7 months ago. I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Really? So you'd miss her if she wasn't there?
Oh, mais oui. Who else would I find to cut my toenails?
That's so creepy. Stop it.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes. He was clutched in his arms like a baby.
That belonged to his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs? Stolen jewels?
I don't know, but the killer thought it was worth a man's life.
Information for Nico.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
Nothing else particularly useful, I don't think. Oh, that.
Does this piece of material mean anything to you?
Ah, that is the same cloth as the jacket I found.
Aha!
I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
Ha!
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair. A pity, because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
Ooh.
Where did you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romani seamstress.
Just my luck. Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person.
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind.
Oh dear. Yes, that's what this is. He's wiping his face, yes.
What was the name on the label?
Ah, it was a foreign name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Well, I don't expect you to remember a phone number you've only seen once.
74 98 08 59.
You're kidding. That's his phone number?
Yes, that's it. A little trick with numbers that I learned in the desert. I was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
It comes in handy at the supermarket checkout. Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
Then I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
I
I
think...
have to be going. Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Vraiment? I was only doing my duty, monsieur. Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon.
I think French people normally do that with phone numbers anyways. They split them into the double-digit ones.
So the clown had escaped into the sewer, come up into the courtyard, and then slipped back into the street here. It wasn't much, but it was more than the cops had got.
What if it was one of the cops? That's my thought. I just don't like this fellowy Motsima thingy. Let's call Nico. We found something. I don't know who you are. Oh, yeah, that's Todrick. Let's call Nico. See if we can give her anything now.
Hello, Nico Coulard.
Hello? It's George.
Ah, oui.
You said to call if I could help.
Have you any news for me?
You bet. I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
Look, why don't you come here to my apartment later this afternoon?
Fine. Where do you live?
361 Rue Jarry.
Okay, I'll come over.
Henri.
I
Well,
was used to working alone. But I had to admit, it felt good with George on the case too. But there were some things I was going to have to do alone. And fast. I needed the answers to some questions. Who was the costume killer? And why did he murder Carchon? Why did Carchon ask for me to interview him? How did he know my father? And why was my editor so scared? There was some kind of secret war going on out there. But who was on which side? One thing I did know. I wasn't going to get the answers sitting at my desk.
right, okay, so we're switching characters back again, are we? These are all my notes, aren't they? Skiff. Information from Plantard. George Quality's found some clues. Okay. So I could...
There wasn't anyone that I needed to call.
Yeah, I probably could have called... What's his face? Tordrick. Probably should have done. Oh, am I just sitting down? And then you're going to say there's no point, aren't you? Oh, I'm writing things down. There's things I could be doing, I guess. I don't know if there's any items we've got.
It was a photograph of my father, the first one I ever took, with the first camera he ever bought me.
I can see your hands there.
No messages for me.
This is probably a terrible plan. Oh no. It sounds in-game rather than licensed stuff, so. Let's switch that off in a moment. Can you hurry up? There's the elephant.
The box was carved by my father. It never had a key. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Cochon's.
Can we no, right, just get out of this, because I'm really worried this is going to get copyrighted.
If we work at it, we'll make it the root of the rain.
I mean, it might not be,
I know sometimes you feel
but
like letting go,
it sounds licensing.
but I won't ever let
So,
that happen. No, where we are going, but I bet it.
okay. Right. Let's go back to looking at the elephant, shall we? There will be a key with it. If it's got a lock, it's going to have a key. It's how locks work, so. There's nothing else. So I'll have another gander. But it just seems like this is very kind of, what's the point of opening this to
The
then...
box was carved by my father. It never had a key.
Lies! But it seems a little odd to have... Ooh. It seems a little odd to go to kind of open the box, pick up the box. As clicks, you may as well just go to the box.
The box was one of the few things my father left me. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Cochon's.
Yes. That's not what I'm looking at. I'm looking at...
The box was one of the few...
No, I'm looking... Can you not pick the lock? Maybe it's this one, actually. Yeah, so there is a key to that, because it's got a lock. But there isn't a key. Yes, there is. It's a lock. Grumble, grumble, grumble. Like, everything's just taking so long. It's like, I just want to look at things and interact with things and try them out.